All right, here is the sixth way called the world's greatest athlete. And notice the question mark. So maybe be thinking to yourself who you think the world's greatest athlete is and what it would take to maybe be the world's greatest athlete. Here we go. Many people are good in one athletic event. A few excel in two, but very few can compete in a sport requiring skill in 7 different events. Jackie Joyner Kersee is someone who could. Some have called her the world's greatest athlete. Even as a child, Jackie Joyner wanted to do well in many sports. In high school, she competed in volleyball, basketball, and track. Basketball was her favorite sport then. She attended college on a 4-year basketball scholarship. She became a basketball All-American. After marrying her coach Bob Kersee, Jackie began focusing on track. One of her best events was always the long jump. Over the years, Joyner Kersee has won many long jump medals. These include an Olympic gold medal and several world championships. What about the sport with 7 different events? It is called the heptathlon. Besides long jump, it includes events like hurdles, high jump, and shot put. Joyner Kersee competed in this sport in 4 different Olympics. She won 2 gold medals and 1 silver. Joyner Kersee has succeeded for 2 reasons. Her great athletic ability is one thing, but she also possesses great mental toughness. That toughness helped her triumph in spite of her serious asthma and allergies. Joyner Kersee's last Olympics was in 1996. After that, she played professional basketball for a while. She did one final heptathlon in 1998 and then retired at the age of 36. All right, let's think about this for a minute, and I would encourage you to reread or listen to me again. Um, so the first paragraph introduces us to the fact that Jackie Joyner Kersee is somebody who can excel at a lot of different sports, not just one or two. So some call her the world's greatest athlete. So we know we're talking about Jackie Joyner Kersee. And then we talk about her child in her as a child in the second paragraph, and talks about how she always excelled in sports, and in high school she competed in lots of sports. She got a 4-year basketball scholarship to college, which means she had to be really skilled at basketball. She became an All-American, which is a really big deal. Then, after college and marrying her coach, Bob Kersee, she focused on track, and she won Olympic gold medal and world championships. And then she competes in hurdles, high jump, shot put, and she went back to the Olympics. She won 2 gold medals and 1 silver. And then it talks about how she succeeded for not just her athletic ability, but her great mental toughness, because she had to overcome her issues of asthma and allergies. And for an athlete, obviously breathing is really important. So that would be a big hurdle for her to get over. No pun intended. And then the last paragraph talks about her last Olympics and her final heptathlon in 1988, and that she retired from athletics at 36, which seems pretty young to be done, but I'm sure that she probably outwore it all. That's a lot of work on her body. All right, so let's go over these questions. First, we're going to mark the main idea. A says only a few athletes do very well in more than one sport. B, the heptathlon is a challenging athletic event. C, Jackie Joyner Kersee has excelled in many sports through her career. So the main idea, remember, wants to talk about what most of the passage is about. And then there's a statement in there that maybe just talks about one detail about what the passage was about, and that would be too narrow. And then the too broad statement will be something that's too big and maybe talks more in general about the topic rather than the main idea of this passage. All right, number 2. The subject of this passage is A, the importance of getting into sports early in life, B, discrimination against women athletes, C, the career of Bob Kersee, D, the career of Jackie Joyner-Kersee. Number 3, during college, Joyner-Kersee was very active in long jump, volleyball, basketball, heptathlon. Number 4, based on her life thus far, it would not be surprising if Joyner-Kersee A, became a referee, B, got out of sports completely, C, took up a new sport, D, became a play-by-play volleyball announcer. Number 5, the passage is basically a biography of Jackie Joyner-Kersee, a biography of Bob Kersee, history of women's sports, comparison between long jump and heptathlon. Okay, remember biography is a story of someone's life. All right, it's number 6. In this passage, triumph means compete, win, fall in love, continue to smile. So I encourage you to go back up to the word triumph right here. It's in the second to last paragraph. Maybe reread that paragraph or that sentence to figure out what triumph means in that sentence. And then you will open up a Google Doc, write down your answers or type your answers, such as number 2, and then the letter that you choose. Okay? And then submit to me.